Hey, Tony here, Random Adventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where are we at? Well, we're in the studio. What are we doing? We're going to take a look at this ALLPOWERS R2500 power bank. Now, you can see I've got solar panels right here. So that's portable solar panels that come in a case and you can put them out. Now, they're 4 foot high by 8 foot wide. So there's about 5 panels here. To a total of a maximum of 400 watts. So, but that's not what we're going to focus on right now. I want to take a look at this unit. I've had it for a couple of weeks. I've been putting it through some tests, and I'm really impressed. This thing's a beast at 2,500 watts. Yeah, it is. Oh, and it's got a nice look to it. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and do an unboxing or show you me taking it out of the box, but I do want to say they take real good care of packing this thing. It had not styrofoam, it had actual rigid foam around this whole unit inside the box. And I do want to say that the box was damaged, but it didn't come close to even touching the unit. And so it got here nice and safe. All right, well, no more yapping. Let's get talking about this unit. All right, here we go. So right out of the box, when I first looked down in the box, what I saw was this really nice carrying case. Now inside of here was the power cord, the AC power cord that you would plug into the wall to get it charged up. And I'll show you where that goes on the unit to charge it by AC. The second thing that was in there was this packet here. So this is to claim your warranty. Now this unit has a 5-year warranty on it. That's a really good warranty for a power station. But this is a portable power station, so you can take this with you. It's believe it or not, it's got one option on it that I think is going to be really beneficial if you RV, and that's down there in the front. But I'll show you that in a second. So the other thing that was in the pack was your instruction manual. Now it's in English in the beginning. Looks like Japanese or Chinese, and then in the back some language I'm not even sure. But it has several languages in here. So I already took a look at this. It does have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capability. I'll be getting into that in a little while. But there's an app that you download for the unit. It's pretty cool. All right. Well, let me show you the side. We'll work our way around the unit here. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at the side here. So on the side of the unit, you've got this little panel. This is a really cool feature here. So you want to just give it a press right there. Now this is going to be your AC plug that you're going to power the unit up when you want to charge it. In the center here, this is a fuse default, so that's like a little breaker that'll throw. And right here is where you're going to hook up your solar, so it gives you that connection right there for your portable solar panels. Right, and then we're going to move right around to the front. All right, this is the front of the unit we're going to take a look at next, and we're going to go from left to right. Now, in the center here, that's the LED display. I'll turn it on in a little bit to show you that, but first I want to go over all of these components here. So starting at the very top, you've got 2 USB-C 100 watt outlets for output, and then right below that, you got 2 USB-A that are 18 watt, and then this side is 12 watt. Now you can see they've got these little covers here. That's pretty much like a dust cover or a little bit of moisture cover, but this unit is not waterproof. All right, so if you're going to store it outside or have it outside and it starts to rain, you're going to want to make sure that this thing is covered and that it is in either especially if you store it outside, that it's in a waterproof unit. All right, so right across from the LED screen, you got your 12 volt cigarette lighter, which is 10 amp. And then right below that is the barrel plug style for 10 amp as well. So there's covers on. Then Now, it's pretty typical. I've seen most of them. In fact, the two that I have already have the 110 outlet plugs. So there's a total of 4 of those, 110. And those are maximum 20 amp. And then right here in the center, and this is what really is unique about this unit. Let's say you're in an RV that has that round plug. Right there you go. All right, well, let's go around the other side, and then I'll come back and we'll turn it on. Now over on this side, now this is a very unique setup here. So you can see you've got expand battery port 1, expand battery port 2. And I'm just going to push right here to unlock it, lift it up, and you can see there's cables that you can attach to this. And what do I mean by expandable? You can get multiple batteries from ALLPOWERS to kind of build on this one. So if this is your foundation, you can start at 2,500 watts. And listen to this. You can get this all the way up to 20,000 watts by piggybacking multiple units right on it. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Now on both sides of this unit, you've got vents. So that's where it's going to have the internal fans in here to keep it cool while it's running. So you've got these fins here and also the built-in ventilation on both sides of this unit. All right, let's turn this thing on. So I am going to go ahead and make sure this thing is fully charged. So this is your AC plug here, and right there is the input. So we just plugged it in, and it automatically, the LED screen comes on whenever it's going to start taking a charge. So you can see right there, it's all set at zeros, and it's going through its little stage to click on, and then it should start powering here in a second. There you go. All right, you can see the watts going up. So we're at 415. It's just fluctuating a little bit. 376 input right now, so we're at 99%. And when that is spinning like that, that's telling you it's taking in a charge. So we're going to go ahead and let that get up to 100%. But that is a great display there. So you've got input and then output, and then let's see, time remaining. It says 2 more minutes until it's fully charged. And then right there, it's 60 hertz. And this will be the on and off button. So we're going to go ahead and let that get to 100%. We're going to turn it off and then turn it back on. I'll show you how that turns on. Pretty simple. Yeah. Okay, I went ahead and turned it off and unplugged it. So right in the center here, you're going to have your on-off button. We're just going to go ahead and give it a push, hold it in, and there you have it, turned on. Now this is a very large LED display, very easy to read with the large numbers, and yeah, it's very, very easy to read. I've seen some that you almost need a magnifying glass to see what it was doing. So you can see 0 watts out input and 0 watts output. All right, that's a great display. And then when you want to turn it off, you just hold in this button. Well, you can short press it and just turn the LED screen off, and then short press it and it's back on, but you got to hold it in about 3 seconds and that turns the whole unit off. Okay, this unit, they say you can use it as a UPS, and what do I mean by that? Not to deliver packages, but UPS, uninterrupted power supply. So let's say you were hooked up to a CPAP machine. So I'm going to use just a little USB LED light. I'm going to plug that in there. That's going to be our little test here. So I'm going to turn the light on, and you can see it right there. So the idea is when I pull the plug from the wall, well, actually I'll pull it from the machine right here. When I pull that plug, it's no longer drawing power from, it's going to simulate a power outage. We're plugged in here right now, And let's say this was our CPAP machine. So we're running from the CPAP machine into our power source, out of the power source to a 110 line coming in. So the outlet is powering this, but in a power outage situation, they say that this thing is it's a 15 millisecond to switch over from no power to continuing to put power out through here. And we should not see that light flicker at all. We're at 5 watts right there. I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug to simulate a power outage. So we just lost power on 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. That did not change at all. I did not see that light flicker, so I want to say that is truly a UPS where whatever you have plugged into this, you lose power, you're still going to have it coming out of your power station. All right, so up here in the studio, I have a freezer that's full of meat. It's all frozen. I just unplugged it, so you can see it's off. So that is a traveling freezer that I have. You can see we're at 100%. I did put an extension cord right here, and I plugged some studio lights into it. And this plug right here is running from the wall to the unit. And that's what we're going to unplug. But we're going to first turn this unit on. Now, the AC, to turn this section on here, you've got the little on-off button there. I'm just going to hold it on. And we're coming right from the wall. All right, so it just turned on. You can see our studio lights just kicked on all the way down through the green light over there. And then also our freezer just kicked on. So it is going to run because I've got it set at 0. So there it just turned on. You can hear it running. Okay, so we're drawing 137 watts output. Right there, you can see it. And what I'm going to do is do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it from the wall, and we're going to see if everything still is running right out of the power bank. So this is kind of like a test for a security as far as like something that you don't want, like a freezer or a refrigerator. You want to keep that going during a power outage. We're going to simulate a power outage again by pulling the plug to simulate no power coming into the unit anymore. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so now it just took over. It's running all off of here. We're still at a 134 watt output, right? We're still at 100%, and our freezer is running. All of our lights are running, and our meat is gonna be good. Okay, now that we have the Bluetooth turned on the unit, now that can be left on. So you can see I've downloaded the app here up in the upper left-hand corner. So we're just going to give that a tap, and the app is going to open up, and you're going to see Bluetooth device and then Wi-Fi device. We're going to click on the Bluetooth device, and that gives the instructions on how to hook it up to your phone after you download the app. All right, so we're going to just tap on the bottom here where it says next step. And you can see our ALLPOWERS R2500. Oh, look at that V2.0. Oh, I like 2.0. All right, so anyhow, we're going to click on that, and it's going to connect. And you can see our unit right there. So we got our input and our output displayed. You got your AC, so you can turn the plugs on and off. So I just turned it off. Turn it back on, and then the DC, the Type C and USB, turn it off, and then turn it back on. Or no, that's off and then on. I turned it on. Yeah. All right, so you can control it with your app here, and yeah, you got a little bit of display up there, but we're remaining time 532 hours and 13 minutes, 22 days and 4 hours, and I don't have anything plugged into it. So yep, but if I did, it would show it. All right, we came out to this field, So I just got the unit unpacked. There's the solar panels. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. But you can see there are some clouds, just a little bit of cloud cover, not much. So we should do pretty good. All right, so let's get the 400 watt solar panels hooked up to the unit. There you see it, we've got it all set up. Now I just plugged it in, but it comes with the cables. So you just do the little connectors there, and then the cable runs over to the unit, and we went on the side where you plug in. And then let's take a look to see what we're producing here. You had to move it over here behind the panels so we can see the screen. All right, so this is 400 watt panels. You can see the input, so it's taken on right now 316, 320, 318, 313, 311. So there's a little bit of striation on the clouds coming in the way, but man, that's doing pretty good. And then you see we're at 98%, and then down there on the bottom, the last thing you see down there, there's a clock, and that clock says we got 7 minutes left to get to 100%, 6 minutes left. And that will go, and then once it has a full charge of 100%, it'll go ahead and shut off. So we're climbing 320, 316, 321, 323. All right, well, I am impressed with these panels. Yeah, that's really amazing. So like I said, 400 watts, there's 5 panels here. It is expandable up to 1,000 watts is max going into for charging. So the highest I saw there was about 386. So that was for a split second because it is a little hazy out, but great. So all we got to do yet is get this packed up and go close this video out back in the studio. I will see you back there. Well, there you have it. And so the ALLPOWERS R2500 portable power station. Great product. If you want more information, there's links down in the description there, and you can check it out for yourself, especially if you're in the market for it. And if you're thinking of doing something along the lines of van life, you've got the RV plug right there. It's a great option for it. The app, you can turn the things on and off with your app on the Bluetooth. So my overall thoughts on it, I'm pretty impressed. I really, really am. It's got all the functions that I would think that I would want on it. I can't think of anything else that I would want. I am going to say that if you're in the market for one, consider how big you want to go. I mean, 2,500 watt is fairly large, but for some it's not, especially if you're you know, doing an off-grid system or something like that. Or, you know, you can always remember, you can add to this. You can take this 2,500 all the way up to 20,000 watts because of the 2 ports on the side. You just stack them up. All right, well, I don't want to make this video too long, but I plugged a ton of stuff in here, got it up to 2,500 watts, and it didn't shut off. Took it a little further and it tapered down, and that was at 22,700, but didn't want to make the video too long. I'm sure you're going to check it out on other reviews as well. So, all right, for now, you have a great week, and thanks for stopping by and taking a look at the ALLPOWERS R2500 with me. All right, we'll see ya.